Bloodbath fever, you mean?
The second motif is important, as it's never been disseminated to the public at large. Without fail, every one of Sho's victims has been found crucified. Thus, having found her in such a unique state, it's only natural to assume that Fujisaki was slain by the self-same villain.
To wit, we have an incredibly violent serial killer within our ranks.
Indeed, and she goes by the name Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, wait just a second! Fukawa freaks out at the sight of blood, and whoever's been killing those folks is not squeamish.
I think it would be fair to say she's a show and a no-show.
Wordplay, seriously? Our lives are at stake.
Fukawa's a show and a no-show? What's Togami getting at?
Yeah!
That's gotta be it! They mentioned it in that file from the library. Listen to this. They think Sho's suffering from dissociative identity disorder.
I trust that will suffice.
You promised that would be our little secret, Togami!
Be a good girl, why don't you, and let the lady in question tell us the rest.
Guess that's my cue to tag in, ain't it, bitches? Well, ain't that a kick in the baby maker? You figured out who I am. The Who! The super high school level serial killer, Genocider Show! Toko Fukawa's just a craptastic name I was born with.
What on earth's gotten into you?
Not enough these days, if you know what I mean. Why, you volunteering?
This new persona we're seeing is nothing like Fukawa.
And so we have found our killer. Fujisaki was slain by Genocider Sho. She had clear motive.
What would that be?
Fukawa did not want anyone to discover her bloodthirsty alter ego. It was her secret. A secret worth killing for.
Not a bad theory. Kinda clever for a dude. Too bad it's totally wrong, Blondie. I'm actually innocent for a change.
Why should we believe a serial killer?
Ogami's right. I'm not about to take some serial killer's word for it.
We've established it could have been her, but are we certain she's our only suspect?
Face it, Sho has a very specific modus operandi, and it matches this death to a T.
It's close, but not quite!
Then how does it differ?
Told you I didn't do it this time. Suck it, Sherlock! Buy this bastard a clue, huh? I take pride in what I do, which means I'm a stickler for the details!
She's right! What about the killing blow? All of Sho's other victims had been stabbed to death. Not a single one was bludgeoned.
Why go with blunt force trauma when I can just grab some skizzers and paint the town red?
And the crucifixion didn't match Sho's MO either. Fujisaki was tied to the rack with an extension cord, right? Sho's never tied her victims up with anything. She pins them up with those scissors she loves so much.
Give the kid a cigar! I use scissors on my trophies so I can stick them right to the wall. Don't want them crumpled in a heap when the cops find them.
How considerate.
What's the one thing all my victims have had in common?
One thing they've all had in common. I forgot! Genocider Sho doesn't kill women, only men!
Damn, this kid is on fire! Yep, I only cut up the guys who get me going in the southern hemisphere, if you catch my drift. Oh, I mentioned my naughty bits, how terribly, horribly unladylike of me!
We're gathered here in the pursuit of justice. Your twisted kinks aren't germane to the issue at hand.
Ah, shut your hole, ass face!
Ass face?
I stick to my style, even if it means I gotta blow my damn cover! Dun, dun, dun!
Where the hell those come from?
I got more of them on me if anyone wants to go treasure hunting!
Give it a rest! Crucifixion's your bag, scissors or otherwise! It said so in the cop's secret file!
Wasn't that why we thought it was the real Genocider Show and not some copycat?
Hold up a second. There is one other person who knew that detail. Togami. When we looked at that file together in the library, didn't you say...
I assure you, these are genuine. They match the copies in my study at home.
Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if you knew Sho's methods before we even got here.
So we're locked in here with a serial killer and a copycat?
you were privy to Fukawa's secret and hoped to pin your crime to her other persona.
What have you to say for yourself? Answer us!
I say, where's your evidence?
You're not off the hook just yet. The extension cord used to crucify Fujisaki was not unknown to me. I noticed its presence in the library where you spent a fair amount of time prior to the murder.
That's your proof? So I killed Fujisaki in the girls' locker room, and then strung her up so as to emulate the victims of a known murderer, throwing suspicion elsewhere and covering my tracks. Does that sum it up?
We've got him on the ropes. So why is he so calm? Wait, was the crime really committed in the girls' locker room?
After I was done with my workout last night, I spilled my protein coffee on this rug, but now there's no sign of the stain that it left.
Huh? I gotta wonder, what if the killer switched the contents of the locker rooms to throw us off the trail?
Great Caesar's ghost!
So, Togami swapped out the rooms then?
There was a swimsuit model poster in the girls' locker room, and a poster of some boy band over on our side.
Man, it's backwards.
You're right, which means Fujisaki wasn't killed in the girls' locker room, but in our locker room. It's the only way it works.
What do you mean?
Wait, so how did that chick get into our locker room in the first place?
Quite simple, actually. Our Fujisaki was a boy. I found out when I checked the body.
Radio! Little Miss Fujisaki was a dude in a dress! So he was cross-dressing, huh? Oh, that's so hot! I wish I had killed him!
Yeah, but that doesn't really change the fact that Togami did it.
Actually, I think it does.
What prompted the change of heart?
Because when we found out a second ago that Fujisaki was a guy, you were as surprised as all the rest of us. But the real killer already knew. Therefore, you can't be our culprit.